I better do a quick introduction. My name's Corby and this is my shuttle bus. Okay, so there's the fiberglass sheet that I made. This is just tape. This is a wood beam that I put just to keep it, because it's still pretty flexible. If you can see that. Oh, shit. That's all right. Yeah. And then this part kind of rolled up. But I think we still have enough coverage. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trace this out. I'm gonna cut this all the way around. And then I'm probably gonna do 2 to 3 more sheets on top of this. Probably not here. I'll probably do it back over there, because I don't think I can put enough pressure on this. Well, I mean, to actually get laminate out. And I covered with a box to kind of keep heat in, and yeah, a little dimple there. But yeah, it's still pretty flexible and thin. I think we're gonna need at least, let's shoot for 3 more today, and that way I can then cut it out, put maybe 2 more sheets on top to get it actually like glued down. Hopefully it's stiff enough by then. So let's get started there. Okay, there we go. There's my sheet. Yeah, very flexible. Hopefully 3 more layers will be fine. Yeah, hopefully it won't be so clear either. But let's get it back up on the roof. Let's lay down another few layers of parchment. Give me a couple layers on this guy, and hopefully that'll stiffen it up. So let's get started. All right, here's the roof cap. Yeah, it's actually very nice. I think it's the right thickness now. It's pretty stiff. Still feels a touch tacky. Not sure if that's just the way the epoxy is. It quite hasn't set up yet, because it has been cold. I forget what the specs are. They recommend you to keep this so it properly cures. But yeah, looks pretty good. Little issue here. I didn't quite get it wetted down enough, so if you can see that, it's between the 2 layers, but that's not an issue really. This line here, that is the extra inch that gave me around the hole. So yeah, I'm going to cut just a little bit longer than that, because I want to put this over the hole with, I'm going to have about an inch over here. I'd like another inch, so about 2 inches all the way around the hole. And then once I cut that out, I can probably put 2 layers of fiberglass on top of this, and it will seal it to the roof and make it basically in one piece, and it'll be nice and strong. I don't know if I trust myself enough to be able to stand on it, but you'll probably be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run my Dremel around this outside edge about an inch all the way around. And then once it stops raining and dries out, I'll be able to put this on the roof. For the roof, I think it looks pretty good. Not perfect, but yeah, so As soon as it stops raining, I can just lay this down. Probably put some, I'll probably sand the roof a bit. Just make sure we get a good adhesion. Probably put some epoxy down, covering the hole. Lay this directly on top of it. Put a couple of layers of fiberglass extending another couple inches all the way around the hole. That will hold this into place. Yeah, so as soon as it stops raining and dries out, hopefully we can do that. Then we can get the roof battened up. Here's the fiberglass. It's solid. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to remove this bar piece here, and then I'm going to be putting in some insulation in there. I guess today I could be adding a couple layers of fiberglass on the interior here as well. We'll see. You see there's a lot of air bubbles in that, which is kind of expected. Every time I was trying to move that, get the air bubbles out, it was just pulling it one way or the other and it would eventually fall. But if I just left it like that, then it's good. It's still a bit tacky, but I think that's going to be perfectly fine for what we're doing. All right, hopefully this is the final time on the roof. So right here is where I patched. I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, but you can kind of see there's a bit of a difference there. I was hoping I'd be able to see it better. Maybe just do a Sharpie, do not stand here, something like that. But, all right, just came up here to gather my wrenches. Good old Craftsman. And absolute garbage. And these are my truck wrenches. Always good to have a set in the truck. Cheap ones, they get stolen, no big deal. And if you accidentally leave them on the side of the road, also not a big deal. But I was in a hurry today, I didn't film anything because, yeah, we're gonna have storms for the next like 4 or 5 days. So we'll really see how well I sealed this. Thank you all for watching these videos. Check out my other videos on this build.